You all camera shy, ain't you? What y'all up in the camera for? Gonna build some sawhorses? Let's build some sawhorses today. Or you want to get underneath the sawhorses, don't you? Yep, that's all you want, to get underneath the sawhorses. Tank. Tank. Alright, Tank says hey. Yep, there's the paw. He says hey. Alright, so today on GenXhotrodsTV we're going to show you how to build a cheap set of sawhorses. I got $21 in wood. You're going to need some 2.5 inch screws. Drywall screws work fine. 2.5 inch coarse thread drywall screws. You're going to need a saw of some sort. Circular saw, miter saw, hand saw. All these are straight cuts. You can do it with all this. You're going to need a measuring tape. You're also going to need a marking utensil. Pencil, pen, whatever you got. It doesn't really matter. These are pretty cheap, pretty fast. You can make them up. You can throw them away. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so get all your lumber together. I'll show you what you need. Alright, you're going to need 3 1x4s, just regular, cheap, off-the-shelf 1x4s. These are 8 foot long. Everything we're using here today is 8 foot long. You're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2x3s. Cheap. Doesn't really matter what they look like. You're just making sawhorses. Or you can take your time and dig out some nice looking wood. I'm just making sawhorses, so it didn't really matter. I just grabbed whatever I could grab. These are also 8 foot long. And like I said, you're going to need some minimum of 2.5 inch long drywall screws, decking screws, whatever screws. You're just going to need some 2.5 inch, minimum 2.5 inch long wood screws. You're also going to need a saw. You're going to need some sort of a drill with a whatever bit fits your type of screws. There are several different screws out there. And you're going to need a helper. And I'm going to use Tank. So if I can pull this off with that, then you'll be able to pull this off by yourself too. Alright, so after you get all your boards cut, your measurements are real simple. You're going to cut all your 2x3s to 40 inches except for one. You're going to cut 2 36-inch boards out of your 2x3s. All of your 1x4s are going to be on 40 inches. 99% of this thing is going to be built on 40-inch pieces. It makes it nice, easy. Everything's 40 inches except for the 2 that go underneath the I-beam we're going to build. Alright, once you get that done, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mark center on all your boards. You're going to want to find center, draw a line all the way down it. You're going to want to make sure you got, well, you just want to mark center on the ends. Get your center on your ends. On your 2x3s, you're going to want to mark center on the 2 side. That's 1.5 inches. So you're going to want to make a mark on 3/4. On your 1x4s, that's 3.5 inches. So you're going to want to make a mark on 1 3/4. And once you get that, you're going to stack them just like that. You're going to make your I-beams. Okay, so once you get all your boards marked on center, such as I have here, there's Tank. He's been a big help. Mark your 2x3s on the upright. Mark your 1x4s on the length. What you're going to want to do is flip them over. Put a 2x3 here. Line up your mark. Put a 1x4 on top. And there's your I-beam. You're going to want to screw that together. Line up your marks. Put your screws in it. Tops and bottoms. On the ends here, you're probably going to want to pre-drill a hole on each end. That way you don't split your wood. Doesn't have to. You can actually move it in and do it in probably 4 or 5 inches in. But on a good note, we have a helper today.
What's up, everybody?
Gage showed up. That's my son. He's planning on helping. He wants to help build some sawhorses. So Tank, you're fired. Tank.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you can tell he really cares. But we're going to get these screwed up, and we probably are going to screw them up. But we're going to put some screws in these, get these I-beams put together. We'll show you the finished product. All right, now that you got this done, you got I-beams. That's what you're after. I did use 2.5 inch screws, as you can see. I didn't pre-drill any holes. I just moved my screws in far enough. But you will end up with I-beams, which is what we're after. So once you get these, then we'll focus on putting the legs on. First thing to start on with that is you want to come inside and make a mark at 2 inches. If you have a carpenter square, it makes life a lot easier. But come inside, make a mark at 2 inches. This is where your legs are going to go. 2 inches in on each side. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do with your 2x3s is you're going to want to pre-drill your holes. This is a $15 Harbor Freight cordless drill. I'll do a review on this later for those of you who kind of do this as a hobby and don't really have a whole lot of money. But I'm going to show you right now that this drill does work. And when you go to drill your holes, make sure you start your bit and then angle. Because what you're going to end up with is your legs up like this. So you're going to want your holes going in straight in. So you're going to want to angle your bit. Give it a little bit of angle. Don't go straight in with it. That's it. Now do all your legs the same way. You got 8 legs, put three screws in each leg. Alright, so once you get your holes pre-drilled, get your screws started, all you got to do here is butt it up to this, line it up on your 2-inch marks, tighten your screws up. That's it. Do that to all 4 legs on each one, and you'll have legs. Alright, so now once you got all your legs screwed down like you're supposed to be, you should have a Sawhorse that looks like this. Should be an I-beam for this section. What we're going to do now is build our cross brace. You take your 1x4s that you had, should have some scrap, set it on top of that, mark each side of your leg, and cut those off. Do each one individually, you know, because they're not perfectly angled. All right, well, now that you got your side pieces cut, screwed into place, you're going to put your middle brace in on the bottom, which is your 36-inch 2x3, and it'll slide right in just like that. Center it up. I just eyeball it. I don't really worry about this one too much. Drive your 2 screws in on each side. Pre-drill your holes. Probably works best. I'm not going to pre-drill these. They're just Sawhorses. Alright, we're done. That's it. Got them built. As you can see, pretty good. I got an I-beam on the bottom. Pretty sturdy. Like I said, we didn't build custom table sliding, nice, super furniture grade Sawhorses. We built Sawhorses you can use to work with. Cheap. Something you can cut up, you don't worry about. They're somewhat stackable. They will fit on top of each other, so they will go in a corner. If you shorten one, make one longer, it'll stack even better. We appreciate you watching. We enjoyed making this video for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that usual stuff. It helps us out. We're trying to get some more projects in the works going. We got a couple more coming up, barrel stove, things like that. May already be up by the time you see this. But again, come back and see us. We'll be here all week. Later.